Thank you, Mayor. Welcome, everyone. Item number 1 on our agenda this evening is an appropriation request from the General Fund year-end rollover balance, the sum of $8,100 to be used to provide training for implementation of a couple of drones. And I move that we forward item number 1 to the full council with a recommendation of approval. Second by Mr. Brown. Is there any discussion on item number 1? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye. Those opposed? Motion carries. Item number 2 is an appropriation request from the 2021 Sales Tax Capital Fund, the sum of $43,332.30 to be used to purchase 2 drones to be used by the fire and police departments. And I move that we forward item number 2 to the full council with a recommendation of approval. Second by Mr. Brown. Is there any discussion on item number 2? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye. Those opposed? Motion carries. Item number 3 is consideration of a resolution that would authorize the mayor and city clerk treasurer to sign a memorandum of understanding with the Russellville Area Chamber of Commerce Quality of Life Committee to repair and improve 2 city signs on the east and west sides of the city. And I move that we forward item number 3 to the full council with a recommendation of approval. Second by Mr. Brown. Is there any discussion on item number 3? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye. Those opposed? Motion carries. Item number 4 is an appropriation request in the sum of $189,150.88 to be used to purchase 3 Ford Interceptor vehicles for the police department. Now, this request is presented to us that we would take the money out of the 2020 year-end rollover balance. My motion is to forward item number 4 to the full council with a recommendation of approval, with the change being that the funding would come from the 2021 Sales Tax Capital Fund.
Is that your motion?
That is my motion.
Second.
There is a second by Ms. Caruth. Is there any discussion on item number 4? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? Motion carries. Item number 5 just says public hearing. Mayor, what is that exactly?
This is part of getting a cleanup lien instead of, well, getting a lien to, from a lien on the property to transitioning it to the Polk County tax records. And part of that process is that to get the lien amount required by the state law for that transition is to have the council determine at a public hearing the lien amount. And so that's what the resolution will be for.
As I understand it, Mr. Smith, and you can correct me where I'm wrong here, if they forward this to the council this evening, then we would open the council floor up for a few minutes for a public hearing and then let them speak and then close it. So they just need to forward it to the council for the public hearing. Is that correct?
Yeah, the public hearing will be if anybody wants to speak on behalf of the property for or against it, against this particular amount of the cost of the lien. And if there's nobody that does, then it'll be closed. And then the resolution will determine the amount of the lien, which I've put in the resolution. I've broken down the cost in the resolution to show the amount, how it got there.
And what was your amount in the resolution? I don't have that in here in front of me.
Let me get it here. I got it. It's $627.46. This was one where it was a weed lot that nobody mowed, and the city hired a third-party contractor, and then the cost that we've had to get there, since they would not come and pay for the cost to get it here.
Okay. So when we forward 5 and 5A to the full council, what do you need from the council at that point?
Well, the hearing, and then after the hearing, just the passage of the resolution.
Okay.
That will then, I'll then file this as a lien, and then after that's done, then later this month, I'll bring another resolution at that point to transition the
Okay.
lien to the county tax rolls.
Okay. So I move that we forward items number 5 and 5A to the full council with a recommendation of approval. Second by Mr. Brown. Is there any discussion on 5 and 5A? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye. Those opposed, motion carries. Item number 6 is an appropriation request from the General Fund 2020 year-end rollover balance, the sum of $9,832 to be used to provide sliding doors for the restroom entrance at the Aquatic Center. And I move that we forward that to the full council with a recommendation of approval.
Second.
Second by Mr. Brown. Is there any discussion on item number 6? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, motion carries. Item number 7 is consideration for reimbursement of the Arkansas Valley Alliance for Economic Development's invoices for August in the amount of $4,711.42. And I move that we forward item number 7 to the full council with a recommendation of approval.
Second.
Second by Mr. Brown. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, motion carries. Item number 8 is consideration of a resolution that would levy millage taxes on all property in the city of Russellville, Arkansas for the year of 2021. And this is in regards to firemen's retirement. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Okay.
And there is no proposed increase in millage? in the
Continuation of what we're currently doing, is that
That's
correct? Okay. I move that we forward item number 8 to the full council with a recommendation of approval.
Second.
Second by Mr. Brown. Is there any discussion? Hearing none. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, motion carries. Item number 9 and 9A. Number 9 is an appropriation request from the General Fund 2020 year-end rollover balance, the sum of $2,940 to be used to replace the air conditioner unit in the women's restroom at the Aquatic Center. And 9A is an appropriation from that same fund in the amount of $5,880 to provide funding to replace the AC unit in both restrooms at the Aquatic Center.
I make a motion that we approve 9A.
Option 2?
Okay,
And option 2, yes.
and I'll second that. There is a motion and second for the approval of 9A, or option 2, in the amount of $5,880. Is there any discussion? Hearing none. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, motion carries. Item number 10 is an appropriation request from the 2020 year-end carry-forward balance, the sum of $9,548.46 to provide additional funding for the construction of the access apron and the new 6-bay nested T hangar at the airport. And I move that we forward item number 10 to the full council with a recommendation of approval. Second by Ms. Caruth. Is there any discussion? Hearing none. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, motion carries. Is there anything else for the Finance Committee at this time? Hearing none. Mayor, we yield the floor back to you.
Thank you, Mr. Westcott. At this time, we'll close out the Finance Committee meeting, and we will reassemble at 6 p.m. for the full council meeting. Thank you.